$9.36 tickets. And not just $10 tickets. The days of those huge gates and those huge numbers. And by the way, never mind the fact, look at the amount of resale tickets left in this game.
$8.19. Take a long, hard look at that figure because it represents a total systemic failure. While WNBA executives celebrate a $3.1 billion media windfall from their ivory towers, the actual product on the hardwood is cratering in real time. This isn't just a slump. It's a full-scale consumer insurrection where fans are weaponizing their wallets and abandoning arenas to protest a system that actively suffocates the most electrifying talent the sport has ever seen. We're stripping away the PR spin to confront the brutal, undisputed mathematics of a collapsing secondary market and the baffling leadership of Stephanie White that has transformed a golden era into an unwatchable disaster. The era of excuses is over. This is the unfiltered truth about the internal rot threatening to derail the season. And if you demand the raw reality of the game, you need to lock in, subscribe, and prepare for a deep dive into the heart of this madness.
Fever game, the resale tickets for the Indiana Fever game against the Mystics on Friday. A primetime game. And guys, let me just show you something. This feels unimaginable in the Caitlin Clark era. We've got $8.19 tickets over here.
The economic reality of Wednesday night in Los Angeles was a staggering indictment of the league's current trajectory. In the high-stakes world of professional sports and digital strategy, success is measured by sustained audience retention and a massive click-through rate that holds from the opening tip to the final buzzer. Caitlin Clark remains the ultimate economic engine, the golden goose responsible for securing multi-billion-dollar broadcast rights. Yet the scene at Crypto.com Arena told a story of catastrophic mismanagement. Despite a capacity of 19,000, where Clark's rookie season saw fans packed to the rafters, the Los Angeles Sparks front office was forced into a humiliating operational retreat. Faced with evaporating consumer demand, they didn't just fail to sell out. They executed a total lockdown of the 300 level, draping seats in tarps and abandoning the upper deck entirely. This wasn't just a quiet night. It was a visible, physical manifestation of a product in freefall, proving that even a generational icon can't carry a system that refuses to meet the moment.
Entire upper part of that stadium wasn't even open. They didn't even bother selling tickets for it because there was no demand. This is a stadium, the Crypto Arena, right here. The Crypto Arena holds 19,000 for basketball.
The primetime attendance figures for the Los Angeles matchup were nothing short of financial execution, clocking in at a dismal 12,065 fans, a staggering deficit of nearly 7,000 seats compared to maximum capacity. In a top-tier media market, this isn't just a misprojection. It's a five-alarm fiscal disaster representing thousands of lost opportunities in concessions, merchandise, and gate revenue. This contagion is spreading rapidly, as evidenced by the upcoming Friday clash with the Washington Mystics. Despite a dominant 24-point performance from Caitlin Clark in her last outing, the secondary market has entered a terrifying death spiral. Resale platforms are currently a graveyard of unsold inventory, with prices cratering to a humiliating $8.19 for entry and lower-level blocks, sitting in the bargain bin for less than $10. This total structural devaluation of the Indiana Fever brand proves that even a generational icon can't mask a broken product. The fans have reached their breaking point, flatly refusing to subsidize Stephanie White's stifling, micromanaged, and utterly unwatchable system that continues to choke the life out of the game.
Second quarter, and like clockwork of a Stephanie White game, I can't have that. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. Oh, let's get that extra pass in. And where are the plays that are run specifically for Caitlin Clark? They're still not.
The Indiana Fever fan base is in a state of absolute revolt, and for good reason. They are witnessing the systematic suppression of a generational talent. The opening quarter in Los Angeles offered a fleeting, high-octane masterpiece of what this franchise could be, a relentless, transition-heavy offensive assault where Caitlin Clark was unleashed to dictate the tempo and dismantle the defense before they could even breathe. This is the elite product fans pay a premium to witness. Yet like clockwork, the Stephanie White era reasserted itself as a suffocating dark cloud that dragged the game into an agonizing, stagnant crawl. The deliberate abandonment of fast breaks in favor of a micromanaged, perimeter-dribbling nightmare has turned an electrifying offense into a bogged-down disaster. There are no creative elevator screens, no staggered pin-downs, and zero urgency to leverage Clark's gravity. Instead, every point and assist is a brutal struggle against her own coaching staff's rigid architecture. The fans aren't just watching a game. They are watching a tactical execution where the league's brightest star is being forced to hunt for shots in the mud, proving that this coaching regime is stubbornly committed to a broken system that actively repels the audience.
This game's tomorrow. The Fever got a win last night. Caitlin Clark, 24-9. But, you know, a lot of people, they're still concerned about what they're seeing on the court. They're still concerned about the way Caitlin Clark's used by this coach.
The coaching malpractice is only one side of a deteriorating coin. The internal roster dynamics are the second, more infuriating half of this disaster. We have to confront the statistical anomaly that is Kelsey Mitchell, whose performance against the Sparks serves as a brutal case study in detrimental tunnel vision. While she managed 23 points, she spent 27 minutes on the hardwood, recording a staggering 0 rebounds, 0 blocks, and, most unforgivably for starting guard, 0 assists. This isn't just a cold streak. It's a total breakdown of team basketball, where the ball goes to die, freezing Caitlin Clark out of defensive rhythm and forcing the league's premier playmaker to watch from the sidelines of her own offense. When a veteran guard prioritizes isolation hero ball over obvious playmaking opportunities, it sends a toxic message to the locker room and creates a stagnant, unwatchable product. The fans and analysts are done ignoring it. This relentless selfishness is actively sabotaging Clark's flow and turning what should be a powerhouse backcourt into a painful, disjointed mess that is destroying the team's competitive soul.
Painful to watch. Trolling with these lineups. Aaliyah Boston starving without the two-man game. Yeah, they've took a $6 million player. Aaliyah Boston is offensively irrelevant at this point. Fire White in the front office. CC22 has to hunt for his shots the hard way. Ball hog.
The catastrophic misuse of Aaliyah Boston has reached a level of professional negligence that borders on the surreal. Despite a massive $6 million extension intended to cement her as a franchise's foundational anchor, the coaching staff has relegated one of the league's elite screen setters to a stagnant perimeter role, effectively neutralizing the most potentially lethal pick-and-roll duo in basketball history. Instead of a high-frequency offensive assault, Boston was reduced to a high-post hub handing off the ball 30 feet from the rim, resulting in a scoreless first half and an eventual disqualification from the game, a $6 million asset left to wither on the vine due to a refusal to implement a basic, modern two-man game. Compounding this disaster is the undeniable elephant in the room: Caitlin Clark's deteriorating physical health and a shattered three-point stroke. Ever since a jarring collision with Marina Mabrey, Clark has looked compromised, struggling through an abysmal 1-for-7 shooting performance in Los Angeles that suggests the relentless physical toll is finally breaking her rhythm. This isn't just a shooting slump. It's the sound of a generational superstar's body and game buckling under the weight of a system that fails to protect its greatest investment. The catastrophic misuse of Aaliyah Boston has reached a level of professional negligence that borders on the surreal. Despite a massive $6 million extension intended to cement her as a franchise's foundational anchor, the coaching staff has relegated one of the league's elite screen setters to a stagnant perimeter role, effectively neutralizing the most potentially lethal pick-and-roll duo in basketball history.